Dino's Rob, hello, good morning. About time. Yeah, I just woke up, man. I'm exhausted. It has been a very, very long week. What is this? Ooh, health regen. Let's do this mission. Koso, hello. Surrender, go home. Let's do the mission first. How are you all today? Let me have a look at the battle conditions, man. I saw Protector Ultimate once again yesterday. All armor, Protector Ultimate with armor and ranged ultimate is just disgusting. Ultimate weapon durations as well. I don't even know how to deal with this, man. Well, clearly we need permanent black hole for Protector Ultimate. I need larger range. Okay, I need a large range. I need more. I need permanent black hole. I guess the ranged enemy range lab would be pretty useful. Maybe we can gem rush a couple of levels of that. Just to, you know, be a bit safer. Yeah, Rob, how would you go about with these battle conditions, man? I have no idea. It would be nice if I had Chain Lightning Plus, but you know, since we don't have Chain Lightning Plus, I think I left in the Protector stuff yesterday. Okay, that's nice. We're gonna get a few levels into them. Sipping on it. No, Dinos, it's just instant coffee. You know, the one with the coffee powder. That's all the coffee I can afford. Don't be one of those 30% damage abusers. Yeah, so this is a problem. I mean, I really have no idea how to deal with the fast enemies, the ranged enemies. See, even if I use a black hole, right? The ranged enemies, they're gonna spin, they're gonna enter into the protector radius, and then they're going to get, they're gonna move in and they're gonna fire off at me. I think by the time I get to wave like 2800, protectors are going to take like 2 black holes worth of time before they die. So, you know, it's a problem. I have to use Galaxy Compressor today, which is going to be even worse because I don't have the Pulsar Harvester damage reduction. Oh, the health reduction. And if I were to use a larger range, I need to use Primordial Collapse, which means I need to reroll this for farm setup. No, for tournament substats once again. MVN reroll session? What do you mean? So use the multiverse nexus to get permanent black hole. Rabba, hello. Zevan, hello. How are you? If only I had the reroll dice, A7. Yeah. I mean, just 202 million reroll dice. Not enough. We are struggling, guys. We don't have enough reroll dice. See, if I rewrote my my primordial collapse and rolled it back, this first number would drop, you know. We don't want to go from 200 million to 100 million reroll dice. So Rob, I don't think that is a good strategy for where we are at. And mainly because for the cores, we have to use Dimension Core, and Primordial Collapse, if we die around like the, you know, where you and I are at, if we die around the 2700 region, potentially with Flamebot and Harmony Conductor, and Primordial Collapse, we might be able to tank some overcharge hits. Otherwise, we really need the Harmony Conductor RNG to be able to you know, survive a little bit. Okay, I guess that means that I just can't use Space Displacer today. We're gonna have to fit in some form of percent damage, so we have to use hell, you know what? Let's do that. Okay, let's remove ACP. Remove ACP. We use Space Displacer and Orbital Augment. Because the wave count wouldn't get too far, I don't think it would be a problem, right? What matters is that when the protectors get into my black hole, they are going to you know, take some of the orbital augment damage, and coupled with black hole damage and all the other stuff, hopefully that gets rid of them quite easily. In addition to that, we are going to use Space Displacer. So if I run a larger range, the Space Displacer mines will be on the inside. I think with 98 meters, they will be around just where my range line is. So when the ranged enemy comes in, they are about to fire, they get stunned by the Space Displacer mines. That will give us an extra layer of security. We lose out on a bit of top end damage, but because the wave count I'm expecting would be lower, we should be okay on that front. Then we try to go with RNG, right? So death penalty as the assist over here. For the generators, we need Galaxy Compressor for the permanent black hole. So yeah, GCOM project funding, and let me see. Okay, so this guy does not have chronofield oh well, I don't need the chronofield duration because I would have I don't need the chronofield duration substat, mainly because I'll be using J-Comp. I think that would be good. Yeah, Zevan, so that's what I'm thinking. We need to separate the ranged enemies and the protectors. We need to have a very large shockwave size as well. The problem is really when the ranged enemies are spinning and they enter the protector radius, they are now buffed by the protector ultimate. So we can no longer use shockwave on them. So they're going to come in, which means that I can't have too large of a range because I want this green line, right? Well, that's where the ranged enemies would fire. I want that to be where my space displacer mines are going to be. Oh, yeah, we're done with the mission. Okay, so if we can get that to work out somehow, then I think we should be in a good spot. I guess we are not going to use Harmony Conductor today. We'll use Primordial Collapse, mainly just to ensure that we have enough black hole coverage so I can run a larger range. So we equip Project Funding, we equip, let's see, Space Displacer does not have defense percent. It has health regen. I don't need the health regen exactly. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, right? Having knockback force might be a good thing. So I can imagine that even with range ultimate, as they are coming in, we just get them, we just knock them really far back, right? So via bounce shots and so on, they're all going to be kept very far away from the protector. It does not seem like there is mass enforcement today. Yeah, there is no mass enforcement, which is a good thing. Okay, so we go with this. And then I need to use the orbital augment. Orbital augment is here. Space displacer. Do I even want space displacer? Yeah, let's just use space displacer and orbital augment. Oh wait, this should be the assist since it's got less stars. We use something like this, right? It's like a good balance of offense and defense, I think. Now for the space displacer, let's see, we have shockwave frequency on the space displacer, so 1 is enough because we are not using double, we're not using the ACP. Health regen, I can roll it off. If I'm using a larger range, I actually want more landmine radius. But then I need orbs with Death Defy, shockwave frequency, landmine chance. I don't have enough substats. Now, you know what? I think we are overthinking this as usual, right, guys? Let's okay. Let's stick to our guns. Percent damage is for the weak. We're not going to use percent damage today. All of that thinking to no avail. Alright. Let's just go with standard tournament build with G-Comp. Now, because of the ultimate weapon durations battle condition, I think, you know what, let me take a picture of this so that I don't forget my substats later on. Clouded, hello, how are you? Good morning. Yeah, percent damage is for the weak, guys. Alright. We keep this. We take out this 4 substats. Now with this 4 substats, let's see, I have 2 substats which I need. They are going to have to be the chronofield substats. Right, we get the 2 chronofield substats, chronofield duration, chronofield speed reduction. It is true that I don't really need the chronofield duration because of Galaxy Compressor, but I think it would be safest, right? So let's just have that. I don't want a situation where Chronofuel occasionally falls because I didn't catch I didn't get I have a down streak in terms of getting package and stuff. Okay, so Chronofuel speed reduction, one of the above, Chronofuel duration or Chronofuel cooldown. Now, Smart Missiles is going to be a lot weaker today, but we boom, so I don't care. We're gonna get these 2 substats. Okay, and that would be the 4 substats, right? So double Smart Missiles, double Chronofuel substats. We have double Spotlight, and then we have 1 Chain Lightning chance here. Okay. Oh, look at that, already Chronofuel duration. So let's remove these 2 subsets, and then we just roll in the other 3. Miralyn, hello, how are you? Oh, look at that, another one. Isn't this a good day? Well, if you guys don't mind, in the chat, how do you guys deal with Protector ultimates on your end if you don't have Chain Lightning Plus? I really have no idea what to do at this stage regarding the Protectors. And to be fair, Smart Missiles is going to be pretty decent. I'm hoping, right? At least not from the damage side of things, but if enemies cluster in my black hole, having the missiles launch at them would be something that I think would be quite useful. Dino's praise for yeah, the RNG is never on my side, so I think it's good to think of a way to, make them a little bit less annoying. I hope I get a better than average bracket and just run normal setup. Well, Casey, that is actually a very good strategy, because all of these changes that I'm making, at best it's going to net me like 50 to 70 more waves, I think. I could have used the farming setup and just rolled in the 2 Chronofuel substats instead, and I don't think that the Smart Missile damage is going to get me more than like 5 to 10 waves, right? but since we try harding, we might as well just try hard. Max range with Galaxy Compressor, Primordial Collapse, and Shockwave substat. Yeah, Zevan, I think that is probably the best play today. We need to control the Protectors, and for the ranged enemies, we also need to increase our RNG on them, right? Our chances of getting misses, and if they do fire off on us. So that's where Landmine Stun Mastery, I think, would be pretty useful. Death Ray Mastery would be nice. I'm still not sure how Death Ray Mastery actually works. Like, does it remove half of the Protector's shield, or does it do like 50% damage to enemies within its shield? Okay, we got the substats. Just so I don't forget, this would be the 4 substats to change. We keep the new ones. I need to roll the Dimension Core now. So this is my triple GT substats. Now, what would be good? I think we go with double Poison Swarm substats and either Chain Lightning chance or Black Hole Size. I think Black Hole Size would be nice because then I can sort of get a larger range. Yeah, okay. So we need to change the bands a little bit. So I want this, I don't want... Let's remove inner landmine quantity. Yeah. So for this one, we go with Black Hole Size and the double swamp. Noah, you have one more ultimate weapon left to get. Congratulations. Shockwave size substat. Yeah, I have the shockwave size substat on my... No, I don't actually. Damn it, so I need to change this as well. Do I need the shockwave size? Yes, if I'm using max range, I need to roll this out for shockwave size later on. Okay. So yeah, double swamp and black hole size for this. Oh my god, so many. Oh, that was fast. I think there's a 50% chance to damage enemies within Protector. It does 15% damage within Protector, yes. No, Zevon, I have not entered into a tournament bracket yet. No, but if we want to do something, we gotta, we gotta try hard, right? Otherwise, no point coming on stream and then just pray for bracket RNG and just use the farming substats to do the tournament. We just try, we see how far we can get. Maybe hopefully if someone watches this, they might find something useful or something that can be improved, and they leave it in the comments. Kozo, first time playing champions, any advice? Honestly, Kozo, I have not been in Champions League for a very long time, but let me have a look at the battle conditions. Let's see. Okay, you guys have more bosses, skip reduction, skip decay. There's knockback resistance, there's protector ultimate. Get permanent black hole, Kosa. You want full coverage over your tower's range from black hole. And then you just want to go with permanent black hole. Thereafter, I think an EHP build is going to be, or an EHP setup would be pretty nice for this. So this is very similar to what we had in the tournament earlier this week. You could try, depending on your setup, if you are using like a lower range setup, you could use G-Comp for one of them. The other one, if you had a choice between Project Funding and Pulsar Harvester, both would work pretty nicely. You don't have the damage decay and stuff, so I think Project Funding would do better. The cannons just use the damage ones. For the cores, if you need the range, then go with Primordial Collapse. If you don't need the range, go for Harmony Conductor for the extra misses. But yeah, otherwise just hold all the enemies in black hole, never let them go, and you'll be fine. It's not too bad. If you have Chronofuel Plus at level 10 or so, it's boss ultimate is and basics ultimate would not be a problem at all. If you don't, then I would suggest going for a smaller range. Use the space displacer even if you don't have Chronofuel Plus. It's not an issue. The number of stuns that you would be getting would hold the bosses at your orb line for quite some time. It gives your orbs time to do damage on them, and so bosses would, if they do come into your tower range, they're just going to be very low health by the time they get there. Alright, so that's that. That's what I would do. I don't know. People say I give really bad advice, but yeah, that's what I would do. Okay, now we sort the anti-cube portal out. We need to roll this knockback force for shockwave size. Bonzos, hello, how are you? Oh my god, it's tags. We're never going to get our rerolls done now. Is starting cash a good lap? Yeah, tags, you should just gem rush it. Just you. Everyone else doesn't have to, but you have to. Adrian, how helpful would be damage slider for an ILM main farming tier 19? You got to test that out for yourself, buddy. I can't be sure, but at least for me, when I use ILM, I tried some ILM setups. My coin power dropped about 20%, 25%. I need to use the damage slider, especially in the early waves, just to not kill too many enemies far away from my range line, or from my orb line. First time in Champions, Bruce is talking about Chrono Loop 10. Yeah, honestly, I can't even remember what life was like in Champions League. So it's very difficult for me to no, I'm so far removed from that stage of the game. It's very difficult for me to visualize what happens. Oh look, we can gem rush stuff. Let's do that. I mean, they're pretty cheap. We can gem rush stuff, but then my gems are gonna drop to like 17,000 if I do that. I'm asking because I haven't unlocked it yet. The damage slider? Yeah, so the thing is, it's very different for everyone because the setup that we all have is very different. So some people say that it does absolutely nothing for them. For me, I feel like it helps a little bit. But then there's also the chance that you end up using the damage slider and then you can't make it far enough because at the earlier stages your damage is just a bit low. And you end up losing coins. So it's very difficult to say if it's going to be better with certainty. Okay. Now, let's do that, right? We get to level 15 for each of these labs. Now, the range enemy range is the thing that we need to work on. Yeah, range enemy health is probably a good one as well. Let's get a couple of levels into this. Okay. Ranged enemy range. Range enemy range. There we go. Ouch. Okay, 15,000 gems. I should stop. I should stop. Got a bit trigger happy there. Now, what should I put in place of that lab? I think one of the enemy labs would be pretty nice to have. No, let's put in the cannon, the armor. Where is it? Armor substats. Yeah, okay. Let's go back to this. I think we have enough into protector health and damage reduction for now. So let's go with cannon substats and core bonus over here. Right. I mean, this month has been a good month for my labs. Like, look at the number of go boxes from this month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 go boxes this month. That's amazing. You guys know I have trouble staying above 10,000 gems, right? So I think the fact that we went from like 20,000 down to 15,000 is not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh, we need to wail a little bit. I'm saving stones, as you can see, so I'll get this later on. Now I need to test out the. Okay, let's sort out the tournament respec first. So we need to go with max range today. Shockwave Zevon. Oh wait, I can't ask you this because I need to see what my actual max range would be. So we complete all of this first. I mean, we're trying so hard today. We at least should get to 2700, 2800 waves, I hope. It would really suck if I didn't. Okay, so this is done. Let's get this first. I think this is correct, right? We max out the orb size. Do I want to max out the cash bonus for project funding damage? Yeah, I think we do that. I think we go even over here. Yeah, 4.9 on both of this, and then for the remainder we put it into landmine damage. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so now we max out the range over here. All of this just to set up for the tournament, and can you imagine if I mess up the tournament later on for some reason? Right, so we have pretty nice. Oh shit, where are my inner landmines? Oh, there they are. Okay. At max range, my inner landmines, where will they be? God damn it, I can't even see what's going on the screen now. So they are slightly on the inside of where the ranged enemies would be able to start firing. That's not very good. I do have enough black hole coverage though. I guess it's fine. We do what we can. There's not much more that I can do, unfortunately, right? So okay, let's just leave it like this. We get rid of this last 2 runs. Now I need to sort out the bots. So for tournament, yeah, we need to do a bit of a respec here. How do I respec? Event shop, but there, okay. Now let's see, there is no enemy attack speed battle condition. So Thunderbot Plus is only for overcharge today. The other enemy types, they should not be too big of an issue. My inner landmines is only for ranged enemies. Yeah, my inner landmines will only be for ranged enemies. So, okay, let's just get this 2 done first. Seven, I didn't have the range card on. Oh damn it. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Let's rectify that issue, which means that I was not using my tournament setup. I was using the normal setup, the empty setup. Oops. Okay, let's see how this actually pans out now. What an idiot. Now this is even worse, isn't it? My inner landmines are all the way inside at the moment. No, so this is a terrible setup. This is a terrible setup for inner landmines. If I wanted to use this setup, I have to use orbital augment. I can't use inner landmines. There's nothing is going to get hit by my inner landmines if I did this. The ranged enemies, they come into my range line, they're going to start shooting at me. Okay, so we can't use this setup. Yeah, this is terrible. And if I remember correctly, previously I tried to use lower range, like 60-meter range with Space Displacer. It did terrible as well with the range ultimate. So I guess we are really pigeonholed into using percent damage today, huh? Okay, let's just use percent damage then. So we go with the orbital augment. So we have orbital augment, max range, project funding. So we have our percent damage, we have our controls. I think this is good enough, right? We don't play with our inner landmines today. That is perfectly fine. We can make up for that damage from other sources. Okay, so my total range would be 146 meters. For 146 meters, I need 3.45 on the shockwave size. Oh shit. Yeah, 3.6 is fine. I think 3.6 is fine. Okay. Alright. Enough time has been wasted. Let's notify the guild and then we go for the tournament run. Okay, going. Okay, let's hope for a good bracket. I got second place in the last tournament. It was rough. There was this guy in like the top 60 in my guild. Sorry, in my bracket. It was rough. We try to shred off as many enemies as we can beforehand. No, wait, actually I can't do that. I need to have my orbs inside to generate bounce shots. Oh, damn it. Guys, what an idiot. I'm so sorry. Okay. You know what? I forgot to I forgot to do this. ADHD brain, man. Ah, damn it. This guy is good. Ah, shit. Fuck this shit, man. Ah, damn it. I hate this game. He's like one of those top players, right, Phoenix? What about this guy? Ah, damn it. Hey, who is the bringer of bad luck in the chat today? Huh? Who is it? Own up, guys. It's definitely not my fault. You know, I got a bit eager and jumped into the bracket a bit too early, but it's not my fault. Okay, let's say that it's full. Ah, shit. Oh well. Okay, let's hope that we get second place then. We hope we get second place. So we max this out. I don't think I need the damage reduction. Do I need the damage reduction? No. I think this would be fine. We gimp a little bit of attack speed slow for more thunderbolt duration, so that would give us a bit more uptime. You know, in addition to that, I forgot to change these two chips as well. So attack ally. Well, at least we completed, and we got the relic for more health regen. Okay, and we are ready. We are ready to do the tournament now. All right. Let me get caught up with the chat, man. No, time to spend $230 since in 10 days it's going to be your 20th birthday. Happy birthday in advance, buddy. Graham, hello, how are you? Ludacris, hello, how are you? Just max it for this battle conditions. Lowson TV, hello, how are you? Not going to finish, but oh, you actually reminded me. Yeah, I'm an idiot, you know. Well, it wouldn't be a stream if I didn't mess up in at least one way. Bot devil, yeah. No bot build. Damn it. Second place is the first loser. Yeah, I am happy with second place with this kind of players in the shit. This is also going to be bad. I could be third place. I will be third place. What the hell is this bracket? I might be fourth place. I might get fourth today. But you know what? At least, Doug, I'm not going to be the first loser. Yeah? And we can live with that. We can live with that. Shit. All of that effort to get fourth place, guys. I should have just entered the tournament right away. Save all of that time on reroll dice and so on. And reroll dice. And with all of that saved time, we would not be in this bracket. Yeah, it's going to be third or fourth place today. Yes, Zevon, I took off enemy balance. All this setting up for fourth place, yeah. Damn it. I'm coming in fifth. Really? Is there another one that I missed? Ooh. The Phoenix is going to be... Blender would be very close to where I'm at. This is fine. Dub is going to beat me. I don't think so. I think I'm going to get fourth place. I'm a real one taking the hard bracket so we don't have to. Well, you know, it's luck of the draw, right, Casey? But I think there are two things that I can do. I can complain and bitch and moan that I've got a hard bracket. Or I can just try to get a new PB for Protector Ultimate. So, you know, might as well just try. Might as well just try. Rubber, you're getting better rewards than I do. Yeah. JP, yeah. If I didn't take 45 minutes to start, you know, look at how the game decides to reward me for putting in effort. Well, at least from last tournament with Protector Ultimate, I got to 2,975 waves. That was with like the farming substats and so on. But today there is the extra range ultimate battle condition. I think we are going to get around the 2.8, 2.9k region. We have definitely a lot less damage today without the ILM. But I think part of that damage is going to be made up for by just having Orbital Augment do percent damage. So we should be okay. We should be okay. Got him, boys. I didn't check his bracket. Too lazy for that shit. 7. Horrible. I can gem rush Protector Radius. Yeah, I did that earlier. So I got it to level 15. Mixwell, no try, only do, in the words of Master Yoda. Mixwell is actually Master Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. Alright. Well, at least we now I know that we don't need to do a second run, right? We just test out this run, see how it goes. The worst I can get is 4th place. The best I can get is 3rd place. Both are giving me the exact same rewards. And I don't think anyone from 5th place is going to be able to catch up to me. So we should be in a good spot for this run. Zevon hypnotized by the smart missiles. Yeah, you like the boom boom, don't you? Oh wow, we have 29 people in the stream. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. It's time to watch me get 4th. Don't know if anyone wants to wait 45 minutes for me to set up another run anyway. Yeah. Well, you know, this is actually the stuff that so module rerolls aside, thinking about the run strategy is actually an important aspect of this game, right? This is a strategy game. When you eventually want to start pushing for tournaments, it's not just about, yeah, I need to get more damage and so on. With the damage decay, your damage is going to taper off very quickly. So thinking about the setup is going to be an important part of your overall strategy as well. Why did I say it like that? Yeah, because you like to boom boom. Thomas, hello, how are you? Good morning to you. Jifas, you broke 2,000 waves in this difficult battle conditions. Congratulations, man. Yeah, the battle conditions today are no joke. It's really hard. Armor with range with Protector Ultimate. Well, ranged ultimate with Protector Ultimate. The saving grace that for today is that we don't have Death Ray battle condition. The Death Ray down battle condition. And it's energy shield down. So we can get a lot of Death Defies, which is nice. Is Protector Radius a good lab, or are we about to find out? I mean, the Protectors have a smaller radius, you know, from large range and coupled with just investments into the lab. They also have less health today. I think every little bit is going to count for something. I did a lot to just deal with Protector Radius. At some point, they are still going to cluster into a ball around my black hole. But with the smaller radius, my guess is that, if it's a bit hard to see now, but this is where my range line is. This is where the enemies can fire off at me. The Protector Radius, if it gets small enough to the point where, it's right at the outside of that where the ranged enemies can fire at me, I think it would be good. It's going to help with just not having to worry about ranged enemies just coming in and firing off at me. So this could potentially be good. And I can still increase my shockwave size further. Yeah, exactly. I think in my head it sounds like it's a good one, but in addition to that, enemies clustered by the protectors, they get damage reduction. We already have so much damage loss from Decay. I think it's good to have more damage dealt on them. It's good that protectors have less health, so all of those slaps are probably good. And I can still increase my shockwave size further. Yeah, exactly. You know what, actually, now that I think about it, let's just swap these labs out for the protector labs. We get it done. Where is it? Protector damage reduction and protector radius. We just complete these 3 labs. And especially if I'm trying to hold away from Chain Lightning Plus for as long as possible, I think these 3 labs would be very important. Eventually, I want to get the ranged enemy range lab in as well. So in future, we would not have this kind of difficulty with ranged ultimate and protector ultimate combinations. And who knows, man, if they include new tiers, it is quite likely that ranged ultimate would be a thing as well. So having all the tools at our disposal would be, I guess, pretty useful. Now our damage per meter is going to be pretty sick today, right? 12.9 damage per meter. We have a large range. We are using 146 meter range. So we should have a lot of damage throughput from our Chain Lightning. Metoid, you missed Tuesday's tournament. I did not stream on Tuesday, so you didn't miss anything. Range ultimate and farm and I quit the game. Why? Why? Previously it was like fast ultimate used to be the problem, but then we learned how to deal with it. Now that range ultimate is, if range ultimate ever comes in, we would just have to learn how to deal with it. And to be fair, in farm runs, protector ultimate is not very dangerous at all. We are basically already using permanent black hole. We have a lot more damage throughput in farm runs. The protector enemies just die. Yeah, tier 22 to tier 24 is probably going to have it. There's not many enemies left that don't have a ultimate. I hope they make basics ultimate a thing. That would be really, really good. You just get so many bosses and have a lot of resources from those bosses. Stop guessing, please. Just max smite. DB Cooper, so smite is useless in farm runs. So the way this game works, right, is you get a battle condition, and each additional tier beyond that, the battle condition becomes a bit harder. So earlier on, I think in tier 15 or tier, can't remember which tier, we had armored battle conditions. With the armor battle conditions in tier 21, 54 stacks are going to be used up by your by armor. So essentially what that means is that approximately half of your chain lightning procs are going to be eaten up by the armor battle condition alone. So, you know, you are not going to one-tap the protect this just from having maxed out chain lightning plus. Same thing with scatters. Like, I know a lot of EHP players, you guys use the chain lightning plus to deal with the scatter babies and so on. The more tiers there are, and the higher the tier number goes, the less effective that thing becomes. Damn it, just don't get one of them then. Steve, hello, how are you? Good luck to you too. Phoenix, you're this Phoenix, right? You're this Phoenix, right? Bro. Hello, how are you? Man, you know, I spend so much time setting up the tournament for the tournament just to be in the same bracket as you, my friend. I started an hour later than normal. Yeah, me too. So I actually started about two hours later than usual. I woke up late today and then I spent 45 minutes sorting out my tournament and stuff. But yeah, it's nice to have you in the chat, man. I'm sure the chat would have a lot of questions for you. You're one of the top players. If I spent like 10 more minutes setting up, well, DB, if I actually completed my bots, we probably wouldn't be in the bracket, the same bracket as Phoenix. Yeah, I didn't mess up enough. So, you know, I messed up by messing up. So Phoenix, would you mind sharing what kind of build you're using? So Protector Ultimate has been a problem for me for a very long time. I don't have Chain Lightning Plus. I have some ILM Plus, it's level 4 at the moment, but I don't think it's good coupled with Ranged Ultimate. At least from one of the earlier tournaments when I tried it, it was terrible. I died at like 2,400 waves or something. But this is going to be a rough bracket, man. Phoenix aside, right? There's always that one guy that's going to beat me, but today there are two of those people in the bracket. It's been a very long time since I got third place. Strong CL plus, strong IOM plus, mid PS plus. I see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the standard setup now. For everyone, you just get a lot of extra damage. It really sucks though. Like I dislike the. Yeah, skip decay. Okay, this overheat stuff, right? No, not skip decay. Damage decay and health decay. Tower damage reduced by whatever every 10 waves. Now, if they change these two decays to be damage resistance and health resistance, right? Where enemies bypass certain amount of damage. So it basically, instead of reducing this number and this number, it scales up this number and this number. I think I would be a lot happier about the game. Because who wants to spend money on this game? We spend money on this game to see damage number go up, right? We don't want to see damage number go down. So I think it was terrible on their end that they actually implemented the health and damage decays. If we see this number go like stupidly high as a result of damage decay or well damage resistance, I wouldn't feel bad, you know? Yeah, it's very lazy by them, and they don't think about the player psychology behind these kinds of decisions. Like right now, I feel like the only way to counter it is, well, we are sort of going to be capped out on our damage figures and whatnot, right? So we just get as much multipliers as we can to semi-counter this stuff. I pay to see my damage go negative. Yeah. Developers should never have game mechanics that take things away from the player. I agree, Zervan. So it would be nice if they actually said damage resistance, right? And they could say that enemy damage is reduced by 0.1% every 10 waves or something. So you get 1% damage reduction every 100 waves. It's still going to limit the amount of damage that we can actually do, but this number stays the same and everybody is happy, you know? Because later on, by the time the run ends, I think this number over here for me is going to be, by the time we get to about 2900, I think it's like trillions of health. It just feels so stupid. It really compresses the top few players. Yeah. So I said this earlier on in the version, Phoenix, that in my mind, version 28, when they first released it, is a catch-up mechanic to push people from the, you know, let's say you're in the top 500 or so, you're going to compress all of these players power level to the point where it allows for tournaments to be a bit more competitive amongst these players. That was how I actually viewed things when the patch launched, and then there were a lot of players who were like, well, now I can catch up on damage, so let me just go ham on the damage first. And you do a lot into the damage and ultimate weapon echoes, and you forgo the econ aspect of things. And for me, I went more with the econ route, so I did see like a lot of players catch up to me at the start. But then once I started work on the, you know, gem rushing the damage echoes and stuff, naturally my wave count went back up above them again. I think looking back, it was still like the right thing to do, because the resource gain that I got from having the extra resources would be like a permanent gap between us. Hybrid works to 2900 waves, and then after that it's just pure damage at a greatly reduced amount. Yeah, yeah. So Phoenix, I think it was 2 tournaments ago, I got a bit lucky and I managed to get to wave like 3.1k in tournaments. At that stage it was just stupid. Like the damage was in the billions or something like that, some very small number. And I don't have any percent damage, so I just wasn't killing anything. And then a double commander spawned, and that was it. Yeah. I agree with Cooper, they should have added an overheat that multiplies wave damage or health. Yeah, exactly. So Cooper, the thing is, they make the enemies super tanky or stronger. If they beef up just the health numbers, it's still useless because we still do percent damage from orbs and death ray. And you know, orbital augment and all of that, it's all percent damage. I think they should include, instead of health decay and damage decay, just have damage resistance and health resistance or something. Call it something different, but it basically just means that the damage number that we do to them stays the same, but enemies have reduced damage taken. So we don't exactly see that, right? We see this number still stay the same, we see this number stay the same, but the damage that enemies receive is lower. And that way everyone will be happy, right? They'll be like, oh my god, that resistance battle condition is so difficult. Then the developers can now introduce a lab. And that lab is going to reduce the decay. You know, they reduce it by like a very small amount. Let's say eventually that enemies can have 98% damage reduction, right? So we only do 2% damage to them. Let's say we can reduce that lab from 98% down to 97%. They make the labs really expensive, cost a long time. People are still going to want to research those labs, you know. Today will be very difficult, Phoenix. Yeah. Well, it's not exactly very difficult for me. I'm going to get 3rd place or 4th place, right? There's no competition with you and this other guy. Who was it? Dub. You and Dub. You guys can compete amongst yourselves. I think you're still gonna win by like 50 waves or so from where Dub is relative to you. But from me, where I'm at to the two of you, it's going to be like, you know, I'm probably going to die around 2900. You guys might get to like 3.1, 3.2k waves. You meant very difficult for you to win? Why? No, I think you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill at 3rd place, you know. Make some popcorn, watch Phoenix and compete whose P stream can go further. One run and done. Yeah. We just chill. Watch the thing unfold. Oh, Joffrey, there are 2 to 3 other strong players. Yeah, so I'm the shed guy. Dub is strong. Joffrey is, I think, Blender Render, was it? Yeah, this guy, I think so. Just looking at the wave count, so he and I are pretty closer to each other than I am to Dub. Yeah, it will be a lot of RNG for sure. It's going to be a lot of RNG for between Blended and I. But also, you know, because you are just naturally able to get further in tier 21, it's probably just you have more damage throughput. And so even with the decay and stuff, you're still going to have, like, at a skill, more damage than I do, and you're still going to naturally get further. I spent 12,000 gems on Attack Disco Lab yesterday to max it. Oh. Phoenix, I think 2 weeks ago, that was what I did. 2 weeks ago. So I put in, amongst other things, I think I spent a total of 25,000 gems to get the Death Defy battle condition down, that lab done, and ultimate weapon and attack dissonant, no, the echoes. I also got those two done. As a result of that, I lost waves in tournament. Master Chief, hello, how are you? Oh, you spent 6,000 on defense too. Jesus, 98% defense in tournaments. Wow, so your S-mod development must be awesome. 98% defense would mean that substat efficiency is basically 100%. Yeah, my S-mods I haven't really been touching them. So a while back I went along with just getting more smart missiles. I just like how they look. Casey, yeah. So it was really stupid, right? I increased the Death Defy down battle condition thing, and I didn't get any Death Defies in the tournament. It sucked. I maxed the utility echo. I lost coin per hour in my farm runs. I maxed the damage and ultimate weapon echoes as well, and I lost wave count in my farm runs as well as tournaments. Uh, 80% armor substat efficiency. Greeny, hello, how are you, man? Yeah, I lost coin per hour. In that run. But thereafter, I think it stayed about the same between level 19 and level 20 for the echoes. I didn't notice any difference. What's my coin per hour now? It's like, yeah, the variance is pretty high. And you know, the wave count is also trash. Like, I don't know, it varies from, like, it can go up to 6,000 or I can die at like 4.9k, something like that. These battle conditions are insane. Yeah, it is. Greeny, you know, I put in so much effort at the start of the stream. Like, the first 45 minutes were preparing for it, and then I'm going to get third or fourth in this bracket because all of that effort. But it's okay, man, it's okay. For me, the goal for today is to figure out how the hell to deal with range and protector ultimate combination. Hey, we got a lot of big boys in the chat today. We don't have Kristen. Did you Greeny Phoenix, did you guys intimidate Kristen away? That coward. Let's tease him a little on Discord. Hey cowhead, where are you? I'm on stream. Maybe he doesn't want to show his face here anymore. Yeah, yeah, Greedy, he's scared. Christian probably drank himself to sleep with that Norway showing in the World Cup today. The value was incredible. I haven't watched a single match of the World Cup this World Cup. It's all like in weird timings, man. Zevon, you wanna be a big boy? Aww, Dede. So who is favored to win the World Cup this year? Let's see, if I'm going to die at... When will things start being difficult for me? Around 2700. You know what? When the wall goes down, that's when I will start thinking. But at least in my head, this setup is going to be pretty good. Right? We've got very large coverage with our black hole. We've got a large range to deal with the enemies. To have the damage throughput from damage per meter. We have got permanent black hole basically. Well, shit, I don't have permanent black hole, guys. My black hole is actually going down. What? Oh no, this is bad. I thought I had permanent black hole. With Gconf, we don't have permanent black hole. How is that possible? Well, there is a slight downtime. Then I should do a Thunderbolt switch up a little bit. Right, there is going to be that slight downtime. But Thunderbolt doesn't even work on Protector Ultimate. The stuns. So it's alright. Probably France or Argentina. France has a good team. I just don't like half the squad. France, Spain, maybe England. I see. Yeah, JP. My black hole stats is at 37 seconds. You know, guys, I got so cocky earlier, right? I was like, we're gonna be good. What was that substat that I wanted earlier? I wanted the black hole size substat. That's fair. The double swamp. I think maybe removing poison swamp duration for black hole duration would have gotten me the permanent black hole. Kristen is here now. Hey, Greeny, Phoenix, take a dump on Kristen. Reset the run. Stun enemies can't attack though. Well, they would still just run in from the Protector Ultimate. At least that's what I experienced from the last tournament. But that's fine. We just do one run and we'll be done with this stuff. Yeah, I would need one of the black hole duration substats to get it permanent. I'm not using project funding today, so your damage is much higher than mine at the moment. You know, I think that would actually be a good play, Phoenix. Like, you're probably using Pulsar Harvester, right? Pulsar Harvester and probably G-Comp for the control. I have been thinking about whether or not project funding and would actually benefit, because Pulsar Harvester gets stronger the further on we get into the run, and where you guys are at beyond 3k, you actually don't need the damage anyway. Yeah, I can't sync it with Galaxy Compressor. Yeah, Singularity Harness. Oh, Singularity Harness and Galaxy Compressor. Wow, okay. Oh, Greeny, since we last spoke, I changed a few things around now and I get to over 8,000 again. I love my bot radius. So, why do you need the extra radius from Singularity Harness? Is there a reason for that? Because the way I see it, like unless you're using like Flamebot or something, but beyond 2.9k waves, no point using the Flamebot damage reduction, I guess. 158 meter range today, okay. Might be a disaster and you beat me. Well, you don't have to do a second run then. No, I'm not going to beat you, man. There's the... I'm not having permanent black hole, which we will see very shortly in like 300 waves or so. It's going to start causing me a lot of chip damage, so I would be very happy if I can even get to 2700, 2800 waves. I had to change a few things. Look at Zevon. Zevon, you know why Zevon's feeling angry now? Because there's so many big boys in the chat. Zevon feels left out. I'm working on it. I've been crying since I read 8k. Range will still hit you while black hole is up. Yeah, Greeny. So with that, that's why I'm going like max range. And I gem rushed some of the protector radius and the ranged enemy range lab earlier. Hence my gems. It was like 20,000 when I woke up today. I'm going out for like 9 hours or so, maybe run again. I hate these battle conditions. Oof. Yeah, I don't think anybody would like these battle conditions, because nobody likes Protector Ultimate. Last tournament it was okay because there was no armor. But with armored battle conditions, nobody likes the Protector Ultimate. They need to revamp the Protector Ultimate. It's just stupid. It's extremely stupid. Yeah, Kristen, I've got a bad bracket today. So there's Phoenix, who's in the chat, who's gonna beat us. Look at that, Kristen. Look at him take the piss on your wave count. What a noob, Kristen. There is Dub, right? And then there is blend render. So I could be third, fourth. Depends. Want to know about your bracket? Not really, but sure, do share. I don't... You're probably going to have a good bracket. It's super difficult? Really? You have to get to like 2000 waves? What's so difficult about your bracket? I should win with about 2.3 to 2.5k waves. Where are you getting this good bracket locks from, huh? Hey, Kristen. Next time you type in the guild chat that you're going into the tournament, I'm just going to snipe you. And then, it might, actually, I will change my name. And then I snipe you in the bracket. And so that way, you would be like, ah, shit, do I even want to compete with this guy? Let's just let him win. And then you do like 2.5, 2.7k waves. And then I can win the bracket that way. Rob, yeah, so Kristen hates doing tournaments. So if the run takes too long, he'll just quit the run halfway and he'll be like, I'm done with this tournament. So if I join the bracket with him, he might do a calculation and be something like, oh, this guy can probably get to about wave 2.8k. He gets to around 2.5k, 2.6k. He's like, yeah, this run is taking too long. I'm just gonna quit the run. If he beats me, he beats me. And we do that a few times, every now and then. And as long as I change my name, so Kristen doesn't know it's me, he'll be like, oh, well, whatever. Let's just let him win. He's a guildie anyway, right? Maybe I change my name to Master Chief or something. And then Kristen will be like, it's Master Chief. Okay, let's just let him win. So I can let Ryan know that Master Chief beat me, and Master Chief is now better than him, so he can suck it, right? Kristen will probably think about something like this, along those lines. And as a result of that, I would get to win using underhand tactics. Kristen, you owe me one because that one time I got you in my bracket, I let you win. Suddenly everyone will join my brackets from now on. I think it would be really fun if maybe like you pick the top 29 players and I join a bracket with them, and then I would get trashed so hard, right? I'll demote into Champions League. but I think it would be fun. You can see all of them like doing so well, and then I would, I'll be at the bottom, and that's fine. I'll get demoted into Champions League, but I just want to see how ridiculous the bracket is going to look like. Go and sit on a cactus. What the hell? Put user and timeout. 10 seconds too short, right? They need to have like a 15 seconds timeout feature. 10 seconds is a little bit too short. But you know, Kristen, 10 seconds is enough for Kristen. The type of guy who enjoy it. Sitting on a cactus, you crazy. Only way I would ever let you win is if I did a collaboration video with JP. Well, so Kristen, we were supposed to do the tournament together, and JP was supposed to host it. My internet will not be able to support Discord and live streaming at the same time. But JP has good internet. I know that because the other time he did that live stream and I joined and it was fine. So if JP could host it, I would be more than happy. All the excuses. No, my internet is really trash, man. Like every now and then on OBS it says that the frame rate has dropped or something. So I'm sure it's gonna be quite laggy on my end or on your end at some times during the stream. If I had to put on Discord in addition to that, I think it's going to mess up the upload even further. Yeah, you're gonna let Zevon, you're gonna let Chief, everyone win, right? So maybe one day I'll change my name to Master Chief, another day I'll change my name to Egg, so that I'll pose as Rob. and then we'll all be in the same guild, right? And so Kristen will be like, why the hell are my newer guildies always joining the same brackets as me? There's always this one new guildie. Do they not read the tournament chat? And then when he types it in the chat, hey, you gotta read this and everything, I change the name. Sometimes I have to watch in 480p and you have 1 GB download. Yeah, so it's my internet, it's not your internet, Zevon. Doug told me something about it. It's like how you're supposed to, what is it, like in apartment buildings they have a different sort of cable or wiring, so it limits the maximum internet speed that I can get from my apartment. Oh, there's an overcharge. Oh, it's actually starting to chunk me now. At least we have the damage reduction from Primordial Collapse, I guess. It's equivalent to, well, essentially equivalent to having Flamebot. So thankfully I have it. Oh wow, we have 31 people. Hello everybody. Richard, hello. How are you? I wonder if streaming from my hotspot would be better connection. You would be surprised, Zevon. So, you know, I pay a lot for my phone bills as well. So I used to live in one of the suburbs, and I went with Optus when I first arrived, and the network was terrible. So whenever I went slightly further out into rural Victoria just for like hiking or something, there would be no connectivity there. And so when I'm trying to GPS my way around, it's problematic. So I switched to Telstra. But the claim is that you get internet connection wherever and so on, right? Or like data connection. But I live pretty high up. I live on the 43rd floor. So even where I'm at in my apartment at the moment, there is one bar from Telstra. Just one bar. Sometimes I'm surprised I watch suffer in silence. I don't close the stream. I quite enjoy watching him do worse than my farming setup, especially if he gets help from Greeny. This guy, so mean. So mean. You know, he's just mean to me on stream. Christian's actually very nice in person when he's off stream. Christian, don't make me post screenshots of you being nice. Your reputation is going to get ruined, Christian. Wait, I'm trying to scroll back on our chat to find out when you were nice to me, and it seems like you are never actually nice. Define nice, please. Well, you know, Kristen gives a lot of good advice off the stream. Kristen is just a hurt teddy bear behind the facade. Yeah, you show him a bit of care and concern and he'll be like, oh. Fit, thoughts on getting permanent chronofill, or should I go chain lightning damage? I'm in low platinum. Yeah, Fit, earlier in the stream, I said something to someone who was in Champions League, and you know, Zevon reminded me that what I said was probably not going to be relevant to him. So I told him to get CF10, but then Zevon said that you're telling someone in Champions League to get CF10. So honestly, I don't even remember what Platinum League is. Is that like, is it Platinum and then Gold and then Champions, or is it Gold, Platinum and then Champions? It's one league below Champions or two leagues below Champions? But if you're that early on in the game, honestly, I would just focus on the econ. You don't need the damage. You can just face tank the enemies and just use taunts to deal with them. Let me see the battle conditions for Platinum League. Platinum, jump to present. So it's always more bosses. There's skip reduction, there's skip decay. You would also have three types of battle conditions. Okay, I see. What is your chain lightning damage at? Ryan and Kristen's story plot twist incoming. Oh, look at that! Kristen suddenly disappeared. You say that and then Kristen gets offended. Why do you lie to the chat? Yeah, Kristen wants to put on a mean demeanor, but then you call him out on it, and then he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta disappear now. My reputation's gonna get ruined." Okay, so it's one below. Yeah. Fit. What is your chain lightning damage at? I think if you're getting something like 200 to 500x on your chain lightning damage, it's good enough. You want something like 200x chain lightning damage. Let's say 4 quantity and about 15% chance. If you have that, then I think it's good enough. You can probably go for the permanent chronofield. With chronofield though, I would complete the chronofield duration lab first before investing stones into it. It's only really good at like 100% uptime, so yeah, you probably want to complete that first before you spend the stones on it. Similar Song says, the game has been pretty frustrating lately. I got Spotlight Plus, then Max Range card, and got Spotlight Plus 1. Now I cannot get good coins in tier 15 or 16. I have to Devil Bound Shot. Switch off Chain Lightning, Poison Swamp Stuns. Yeah, Similar Song. So you are at the stage now where you are, Spotlight Plus is a big damage boost, right? And damage does not equal econ until a very late portion of the game. Early on, I think before you reach like tier 20, you don't need damage. You just need ELS plus. In fact, getting more damage is going to hurt your coins in more cases than not. Yeah. So, I think it's good, right? It's a dichotomy between tournament progress and are you a PvE person or a PvP person? But at the end of the day, if you don't have the good PvE foundations, you are never going to be good at the PvP aspect. The development seems to be hurting me for farm runs. I don't get it. Yeah, so sometimes you kill enemies too far away. They end up dying outside of your coin multipliers. So you might have permanent black hole, you might have permanent GT, but don't forget your death wave have like some downtime as well. So if you kill enemies faster before they are tagged with your death wave, for instance, then you lose coins there. If you're killing enemies slower, the probability that they get tagged by your death wave increases. Oh, I just took a hit there. So I guess this would be about time for me to use Demon Mode, huh? I guess we use it for the next fleet. Oh, I got a Death Defy as well. Nice. And let's just use the Demon Mode now so we can see big Q damage. Aha. Okay. I didn't disappear, just YouTube blocking my message. I wrote something like this. I'm gonna smack you. Your chain lightning is 64x at the moment. Okay, fit. So yeah, bring it up to about 200. I think it's good enough. Sure, buddy, we all know you're embarrassed that we know you're a big softie. I hope your pillow is hot on both sides. I have to specify when you say that I'm talking about after already having made the glass cannon transition. What? What's PvE? Tournaments, the player versus player aspect. And player versus environment would just be the tier progressions and stuff. Or be like me and be bad at both. Yeah. Generally, so there is a reason why. Okay, so when I look at this chart over here, right? So earlier on in the stream, I was just like going down. Oh, this guy got like 9,000 waves. Oh, that's me. Okay. Oh, this guy got like 2.5k waves. This guy got 7.2. Now, this guy over here, 2.6k waves in tier 21. If we looked at his account, it could vary from one person to the next, right? There's going to be so many different aspects. He could be someone who has more chain lightning damage than I do. He could be someone who has way more inner landmine development than I have. But the fact that he can't reach the same amount of wave count as I can just means that my tower is more progressed than he is. My damage throughput is going to be higher from one source or another, right? It could be from econ, it could be from module levels, it could be from enhancements and so on. And that itself is a very good predictor of how far you would get in your tournament runs. So, you know, typically I think it's much easier to just focus on the PvE aspect. How did I lose 2 energy shields? I think there were 2 overcharged that came in back to back or something. Yeah, so I would just focus on the tier progression. And as your tier progression goes up, you are going to naturally do better in your tournaments, and your wave count in tournaments would naturally improve. So you see, like when Kristen says I'm bad at both, it's just because he's more progressed in his tier progression than I am, right? And as a result of that, his tournaments naturally would do a lot better than I can do. Treble, last stream I said that women prefer emotional games. Well, I say women prefer emotions, yeah. My wife heard that and she was super pissed. She demands an apology. Why? Why? Treble, buy some headphones. When I say I don't need damage until tier 21, that is after I've successfully made the glass cannon switch, not EHP. Yeah, so the playstyle is going to differ, right? If you're an EHP player, you want your wall to stay up. Your wall is never going to stay up in tier 21. So you have to use your energy shields. I hope you get 8th place in my bracket, or even better, get kicked out for cheating. What? 8th place in my bracket? Okay, Kristen. Everyone talks about the transition to glass cannon, but I have no idea when that would be or what it would look like. So yeah, I have a very old video about the glass cannon transition. So basically, when you're EHP, you want enemies to face plant themselves at your wall, right, and deal with them that way. Ah, damn it. Wait, I lost my demon mode. Oh, I popped my demon mode, right? Okay. Yeah, you want enemies to plant themselves at your wall, and they take a while to die. But if you're glass cannon, you want enemies to be on the outside of your range line. Now, so I guess with a glass cannon build, it requires a bit more control. You need to have a bit of like slows, a bit of stuns to help deal with that problem. Great solution to Trevor's problem. Yeah. Headphones and screen, the privacy screens. Don't apologize to Woke. Am I having a hissy fit again? Fit Ryan got a video about moving to glass cannon, but I would recommend not to watch it. Don't waste your time. I told my wife that I said yes, that I said I'm sorry. Okay, tell her what you need to tell her, my friend. She feels much better now, and she's letting me hold her hand for 2 minutes. What kind of abusive relationship are you in, Trevor? Oh no. I need to increase shockwave size. Okay. Zevon says I need to increase shockwave size. Let's go 3.7 then. A 3.7. 3.7 shockwave size. Kristen is on a rampage today. Yeah. Because you know what I did, Greeny? I went on so after you entered the stream, I went on Discord and I messaged Kristen and I said, "Hey coward, where are you? Come on stream." So Kristen's taking his revenge now. He's throwing all the punches back. I'll go check out the video. Thanks for joining the stream, Fit. If you join Spartan's Discord, you can ask the mentors in there. Yeah, Kristen be like, she's trying to throw back some punches now. But it's nice to have all of you guys on the stream, right? It's more fun. Especially since I know I'm not going to win this tournament, I don't have to try hard. So we can spend the rest of the stream just talking about all the irrelevant stuff. See, now Kristen getting called out once again. 3.7. I'm so funny, Ryan. Hey, how is your nose? Oh shit! I just lost my. This is not good. I just lost my second win. Did he just say that my wife is irrelevant? What are you talking about? Pump that shockwave? No, so Zevon, the thing is, when a protected enemy comes into my black hole, shockwave is not going to push the ranged enemies back anyway. And I can't push all the enemies too far away because then overcharge is going to come and destroy me. I died at 3087 waves on my first run. Hey, you know what? We are actually doing pretty well. All things considered. But if this is the amount of wave count that I'm getting, no, see, the thing is, it's range ultimate that is messing me up, right? If this is the wave count that I'm getting, then this is problematic. Oh, I realized something, guys. Target priority. Oh, range is actually up top. Oh, damn it. I realized wrongly. Oh, is that why I've been dying earlier in my farm runs? Because I forgot to change my target priority back. Only pushing Ryan has ever done was on his last gynae appointment. Only pushing... What? Only pushing... Oh, the only pushing I have ever done was at my last gynae appointment. Yeah, pushed him down the stairs. Richard, you just saw my target priority. Ryan, sweetheart, bring me another beer next when you're next in the kitchen, please. What the hell? Clouded just made me his bitch, man. Time to cut or get the bed. Hey, you guys suck, man. I wanted to be a gynae, but I'm nearsighted. Figured that would be awkward. Well, yeah. And imagine if they came in for an STI and stuff doesn't smell right. You have to move very close to see what's going on. That would be horrible. You would need nose plugs. I'm pushing my brain cells to the limit to understand your joke. Yeah, you're making me read so much. Yeah, it's 2 lines. Can you see what everyone is writing, Kristen? It's all in 1 line. It's all a few words. You write in almost full sentences. It goes into the 2nd line. I know reading is hard. It is very difficult. So this past week, I had been marking students' exams, and it's really tiring to read and reread the same answer over and over again, like hundreds of times. And I'm doing it on a screen because now all the exam marking is all electronic. So my right eye has been twitching for the whole week, and yeah, it just I don't like it. Not my fault that you're missing one chromosome. What the hell are you talking? We need to punish you, Kristen. Let me think of a good punishment strategy for Kristen. Hey Zevon, how would you like to put Kristen in a timeout? Would you like that? Do you want to feel power over Kristen? Steve will get AI to market. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. At some point, I think. Take away his mod power. Yeah. Let's punish Kristen, right? So we remove Kristen as moderator, right? Okay. Now Zevon, you feel free to put Kristen in a timeout. Oh, you can do it too, Greenie. And Casey, you can all do it. I mean, you can. It's against university policy, Steve-o, so we can't use AI to mark students. I never thought I would see the day. take away his title, but everyone knows I still got the power in here. How are you doing today, little guy? Zevin can do the honors. I won't tell. Yeah, you know, still, so I don't know how we can actually do it because it's uploaded via this website. Now, the multiple choice questions, they are electronically graded by some system. But I think students have terrible handwriting, in an exam setting more so. And they write all over the place. So you kind of have to search through what they're saying, and we tend to be very lenient with marking. Like if they even came remotely close to making the point that we are looking at, we give them the grade for it. I want to see the fear in his eyes first. I want to simmer in my power. Who really runs the stream? Steven. Oh shit, I just lost my nuke. Oh no, guys, we're gonna get 2600 waves today. We're just having fun in this stream today. You got scared and ran away or what? Hang on. Next question. Next question. Greeny, how would you like to put Seven in a timeout? and then we promote Christian once again, and then Christian can have his revenge on Seven. The plot twist is crazy. You see, if I don't put my moderators or make my moderators get at each other's throats, they all gang up against me. So it's better this way. Oh. Ah shit, I just died. 26-12. Okay, we died by overcharge. Wait, I'm currently at rank 1, which means we beat Phoenix. What? Okay, 26-12, we got killed by overcharge. This means Thunderbot is completely useless, and I should just use Flamebot. I could probably get to like 2800 waves with Flamebot. Interesting. Okay, so Rob, I'm not sure if you're watching this. If you are, we're probably going to be similar wave counts from an AFK run. I think where we are at, Flamebot is going to do much better. It could probably be that I just lacked the black hole, so I was starting to take a lot of chip damage. I think one thing that could be done differently would be to swap this substat. Why do I even have Poison Swarm? Oh right, I wrote in Swarm cooldown and Swarm duration. So we swap out Swarm duration for black hole duration and or black hole cooldown. So if I did that, I would then have the permanent black hole, which I think would would prevent me from taking a lot more damage. And then we could probably make that run work. Yeah, maybe I'll just try that out off stream. 2600, a bit dangerous. So let's roll in this substat. I think I'm hesitant from switching out of Thunderbot. But maybe some into Flamebot would be useful. Had to get my timeout in quick now. Then I ban Greenie. No, we don't ban Greenie. Greenie is the nice one. Greenie is the only one that does not gang up on me. He's the only one that helps me. Okay, we got the black hole cooldown. We can keep the primordial collapse, I think. Especially with the larger range, I think it's good. Now the question is whether or not going for the damage reduction would be useful. Honestly, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. I think with the permanent black hole, we would be in a good spot. Yeah. And maybe even 98 meters range. So if I went with 98 meter range, now my shockwave is way too large. It's way too large for shockwave. But if I had 98 meters range, and I used the space displacer in the assist, let's see how that would look like, where the inner landmines would spawn. Huh, okay, so the inner landmines are actually just at the ranged enemy range line now. Hold up, this is actually very good. This okay. Okay. You know what? I feel so sad that we did 2,600 waves. We're gonna try again. Let's do this setup, but I need to change my shockwave size. So the percent damage from orbital augment was not enough to kick in at that kind of wave count. 2.65 is the shockwave size I needed. We increased that in the run. Stun. So I think we maxed out cash bonus earlier. Max this. I think we maxed this as well. This was max. This was max. Health was... I think it was 490, 490 if I remember correctly. Ah, damn it, let's just max it. We max this. And we max this. We max this. Yeah, okay. Okay. So we should have the permanent black hole now. The ranged enemies, when they come out of the Protector ultimate thinking that they got lucky, they're going to get hit by the Space Displacer mines. And we don't have the percent damage from Pulsar Harvester today, but that is okay, because we got the Space Displacer. Okay, let's try this. Yes, Derp already bit me. Phoenix somehow died at 2559 in the first run. So I guess that Singularity Harness setup was not good. We need the permanent black hole probably. But let's try again. Now we bring the orbs in around the range line. That's where my orbs would be. No, that's where the center of my black hole would be. Greenie is scared. And see, that is why as irresponsible moderator had to be demoted. I thought you had to ban Greenie to prove you're a boss. So Greenie's in charge. It all makes sense now. Yeah, Greenie's the Greenie's the puppet master. Come at me. Who wouldn't want Christian timeout? Nobody is safe. Meet me in a bracket and let's fight it out. He's inciting violence. I have no choice now. Can you just max anything? Everything. No, I can't yet. My econ is 123.89. Yeah, okay. I think we got this in the bag. But first I need to use the washroom. Be right back, guys. Alright, I am back. What is going on in the chat? Oh my goodness. You guys are just trying to get me cancelled, man. Doug, why didn't I adjust my target priority? Do I want to lose? Why do I need to adjust my target priority, Doug? It's correct, right? Fleets and then range. And then elites, followed by closest. What's wrong with this? Should I bring protectors up? So the reason why I didn't put protectors up there is because protectors, they take reduced damage, and they reduce the damage of everything in their radius. So I want to kind of kill them off with like spread damage, not from direct damage. So if like there is a protector here in my black hole, and there is an enemy that comes in here, I would rather my bullet fires at this enemy to deal full damage, and then the chain lightning damage gets rid of the protector. Oh, Kristen wouldn't help me anymore because Kristen no longer a moderator. Kristen's sad. Wait, should I put protectors up top? Wouldn't it like reduce my damage throughput? I would think range should be above protectors, no? Nah, guys, relax. We got this. We got permanent black hole. We don't need to worry about the protectors. We just need to worry about the ranged enemies. Let's see how the damage was in the previous run. Actually, I didn't look at the damage breakdown. So where is damage done? Okay, damage. Very similar damage between chain lightning and smart missiles. Electron damage was pretty trash. I mean, it's early on in the wave count, so yeah, that makes sense. The double swarm substats didn't really help with poison swarm damage, honestly. Protectors are what is enabling the ranged enemies to hit me. Yeah, but it's the ranged enemies that are hitting me. If now I've got the permanent black hole, I don't have to worry about the protectors. I just need to worry about killing the ranged enemies, no? Because the protectors are just going to be stuck in a black hole. And when the enemies come in there, I just need to kill the ranged enemies, not the protectors. Give him B, I never want to finish first again. But if you kill the protector quicker, then the ranged enemy is no longer matter. Maybe early on in the run, yes, that's true, Zevon. But then, like, where I'm expecting to end off, it's not going to be like that, right? The protectors are going to last for more than one black hole duration worth of time. Even if I fully focus my bullet damage on them. So I need to kill as many ranged enemies or get as many ranged enemies away from the protectors as possible. Have some faith, Seven. We're gonna do fine. We're gonna do fine. I am pretty sure that we should be able to hit at least 2800 waves. At least 2800. I'm gonna take a page out of Kristen's book. I give up. Range at the top. Since the protectors will get a ton of bounce on them from the range that they push forward. Yeah, right? So this target priority is fine, right? Fleets, we can ignore fleets because it's not anything. And then range above protector would be good. Or should I do this? I mean, it wouldn't make much difference, honestly, because at the end of the day, the entire screen is just going to be filled with ranged enemies. Not even bringing protector above closest. Yeah, it wouldn't make any difference, Evan, because all the closest enemies would hit the protector enemy. Surely, right? Yeah. Yeah, so basically what Green is saying, anything below the range wouldn't matter at all. Like, the whole screen is going to be filled with protectors at some point. I'm going to ask Fats to revoke my creator code and show the stream as evidence to justify it. Doug, you don't understand the game well enough, man. It's not me, it's you. You're approaching this wrongly. Yes, Protector Ultimate is the main concern, or it's the difficult battle condition today, but dealing with the Protector Ultimate requires you to deal with the enemy type that is most dangerous as a result of the Protector Ultimate. It's only one projectile stream being affected by target priority. Yeah. Yeah, basically. I've seen people say that means only one thing matters, being above closest, but I disagree. Only one thing matters, being above. Dark Speaker, hello, how are you? Good morning. What time is it for you if it's morning? It's like 3 p.m. here. Oh, and I'm excited. After this, I get to go for a run. I haven't ran much lately. I did I think like 5 kilometer run the other day, and I felt some tightness in my hip. But then now it's getting better, and that pain that I used to feel is gone. So maybe that means I can start ramping up the mileage. So I'm excited to go for a run later and see how it goes. $6.50. Wow. After night shift. Guess no sleep for me since you're on. Hey, get some sleep, Duck Speaker. You can always watch the replay. Sleep is more important. Oh, yes. That reminds me. Another thing that I forgot to do was take off the auto demon mode. The pain in my hip from too much cuddling with Clouded. No, I had a running injury, Casey. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's going to be very minimal. What I don't want to do is put stuff like tank and range up top. No, tank and basics or something up top, right? Can't sleep yet. Got a stupid question for me? Sure. Fire away. Cole, hello, how are you? Yeah, it's rough. It's a hard set of battle conditions. But I think we got 2800 with this setup. So when did I take damage earlier? It was around 2400 waves. We'll definitely have a lot less damage now because it seems like my black hole is permanent. By the way, Phoenix often pauses his run when he goes out and finishes when he gets back, so don't count chickens. I see. I finally unlocked auto perks and wondering if I should get the 5th band first. So wanna ask how detrimental is knockback trade-off for EHP Blender? The late part of my runs, enemies are on my wall. EHP Blender. Oh, okay. So EHP Blender is basically Orb Devil. I'm guessing. The knockback resistance, honestly, it's not a big deal. If you've got permanent black hole in the earlier tiers, all the enemies are just going to be sucked up in your black hole anyway, and your orbs can take care of all of them. What is the pro of that perk? I can't remember. What do you gain in exchange for the knockback resist? For the knockback reduction? No permanent black hole. I'm tier 7 now, platinum. Yeah, I would just get the permanent black hole, and you can take that perk. You can choose not to take that perk. I don't think it will make much difference. Yeah, if it's just lifesteal, then maybe just ban the perk. But I don't think it's going to make a big difference in your wave count. If you're EHP, when your wall falls, your run ends anyway. And if your wall is going to fall, the extra knockback is not going to make or break your run. So yeah, it wouldn't affect much. But trying to get the permanent black hole, it's really good for sustain. Because with that, the only things that will be hitting you would be the rays and the bosses. Oh, and vampires, I guess. Oh, and scatters. Yeah, scatters will be a problem for EHP builds. We are going to be getting pretty good in a landmine charge as well, right? Oh, look at that, 235,000 now. Can we get to 2 million? Kristen, you need less than 2,000 to win your bracket. Oh, wait, this is strange. It's strange to see Christian's name in grey. There you go, Christian. Welcome back to the club. It's such a good bracket that you have today. You're welcome, Dark Speaker. So, earlier today I received a question from someone, and I was trying to recall like the overall progression in my own gameplay. Based on memory, the first major power spike that we got was in card masteries. So that bump, I remember that bump in my tournament performance as a result of card masteries. It was quite significant, and then thereafter it kind of plateaued for a while, and it was doing a lot of ELS plus in the workshops and stuff that ended up getting me more waves. But then they kind of nerfed ELS, so the next big power spike came from the assist modules. And when Dissonant Runs came out, there was also a huge power spike, but I don't think it's as large as assist modules. Is that a fair statement? Hey Christian, I think forgiveness is a wonderful thing. 7 feeling stressed now. Now that I'm doing the second run, I kind of regret doing the run. But that being said, I've been saving resources for the next version. Look at that. We're gonna try to bring this up to like 100 million or something. I would imagine Permanent Black Hole, CF and CF Plus and CL Plus were decent power spikes as well before Masteries. PBH was very good. CF Plus, I didn't get it until like Card Masteries. Chronofield is strong. Like, I think when you are approaching, like, wanting to move into Legends, you would probably need like at least permanent Chronofield. It would help a lot. Chain Lightning Plus is way beyond even where I'm at, honestly. Chain Lightning Plus. I know recently a lot of people, especially if you're using EHP builds, you will go with Chain Lightning Plus. Its efficiency drops so much once you try to farm the higher tiers. So I think it's a waste of stones. I'm trying my best not to go down that route. Yeah, but I don't think Chain Lightning Plus is a power spike. I hate the gameplay mechanic of Chain Lightning Plus. I don't even know what the gameplay mechanic of Chain Lightning Plus is, but yeah, it's not. So if you're an EHP player, you are using Chain Lightning Plus to deal damage, which is not very significant damage anyway. Because you can't farm the higher tiers. So why not, why make your life difficult? Why not just get actual damage? And just be hybrid. Like, everyone is supposed to be hybrid with this like recent few versions, recent few changes in the version. Says the guy who invested hard in smart missiles doesn't want to waste stones. Yeah, Casey. So, my prediction my prediction was that smart missiles would be getting a buff. And based on that, I invested into smart missiles. Now, it turns out that the developers had intended to buff smart missiles with the Mport Plus changes. So smart missiles were supposed to be buffed. The only problem is that the developers accidentally buffed inner landmines in addition to smart missiles. And inner landmines damage was already very busted. They buffed it even more, so it becomes even more busted. Which means that smart missiles did get its buff. But it didn't get buffed as much as inner landmines, which was unintentionally buffed. So I don't regret the smart missile investment. It serves a very specific purpose of breaking protector shields because I'm not using a Chain Lightning Plus setup. And honestly, I think with today's battle conditions, I don't think that Chain Lightning Plus is going to do very much anyway. Enemies block the first 80 hits. So what is that? 20 hits can be soaked up by Chain Lightning Plus. That's about 25% of the protector health. It's not going to do very much. So you would need raw damage for today's battle conditions. That raw damage can come from multiple sources, right? Chain Lightning is one source of damage. Chain Lightning, however, does not have amplification on itself. Smart Missiles and ILM does. based on this current setup that I'm using, IOM is meant for the ranged enemies. It's still going to, you know, because of its large explosion radius, hit the protectors. But suppose that bug in IOM didn't exist. Well, that it's not a bug, it's now a feature, right? It's an unintentional feature of the game. Suppose that didn't exist. Smart missiles are going to be the way to deal with the armored plus protector ultimate battle condition. Who needs enemies when I have friends like this, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Who needs friends when I have you guys? I just need to stare at my screen at home. Talk to myself. If M plus goes back to buffing only buffing smart missiles, people are going to be pissed. Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen though, DB Cooper. Based on what the developers said, it became a feature of the game, so I think they are intending to keep it. I think what they could do is to adjust the scaling. Since you are already intending to keep it, maybe half the effectiveness against inner landmines, or just do a scaling, right? Like 25% effectiveness for inner landmines, so that it becomes still good but more on par with the other ultimate weapons. Tons of guys picked it up for inner landmine. Wait, cool. They already said they aren't changing. Okay, they aren't changing it. Yeah. We just need a direct smart missile buff. They've been trying to indirectly buff smart missiles for a while. It's time to directly buff it. Yeah, they need to make smart missiles smart. I think that's all they need to do. The developers don't need to do anything fancy with damage scaling to smart missiles. They just need to let all your smart missiles fire to one target. It looks nice, like a lot of mini green explosions around the screen, but it does nothing for damage. I believe everything they say. Leave inner landmines. Just buff the other ones more. Rob, did you invest into inner landmine? Were you one of them? Buff chain lightning? No, they shouldn't buff chain lightning any further. It's already so stupid that all the other ultimate weapons have less damage multiplier than chain lightning. Chain lightning is the only one that scales based off attack speed, right? And why you had to buff it so much to make it comparable. Now that it's already very good, I don't think it deserves another buff. Its damage in my opinion, chain lightning damage has to be the lowest damage out of all your ultimate weapons, because it provides the damage multiplier to the other ultimate weapons. So it's a utility ultimate weapon as opposed to a primary damage source. Yeah, and that's a very unpopular thing to say, but I mean, I don't care. It's how I would like structure the game. Yeah, and you know what, Zevon, in a way, not only did they not buff smart missiles further, they actually nerfed it. Because in the upcoming version, they did some clarifications. Fleets are going to move in towards our range line, which means that now all other ultimate weapons have an opportunity to hit fleets. Previously, it was only smart missiles that could connect with fleets. Now all enemy types, all ultimate weapons can hit fleets. So it makes smart missiles even weaker. So yeah, I don't know. There's so many people are always going to dislike certain aspects of the game. I disagree with a lot of the things that the developers are doing. But or doing or have done. But then, you know, it's not my game, it's their game. I'm just someone playing their game. So my opinions don't really matter. Now, if you think about all of the damage sources that we are getting, Poison Swamp has a stun, and it deals damage over time. I hope they keep that feature. Inner landmines have a stun feature. It's good, right? And the damage is already very high, so you get an inner. If you are an inner landmine player, you have good damage and you have crowd control. So now, if you have a choice between Poison Swamp, which offers low damage and crowd control, versus inner landmines, which has good damage and crowd control, which would people pick? Well, they would pick inner landmines. My understanding is that in the upcoming version, Poison Swamp is going to get buffed. So now you're going to buff Poison Swamp to a point where people would actually want to pick Poison Swamp. So you have to make Poison Swamp damage somewhat comparable enough versus inner landmine damage. Which is the main reason why I brought my inner landmines to level 4, and I want to bring the damage up 2 clicks to get it to be exactly the same as my Poison Swamp. So then you know, I have the best of both worlds that way. Now, Smart Missiles has very good amplification, but only if all the missiles connect with one another. If you make the explosion radius bigger, or you make them cluster better, or something, you need to do something in that fashion, not a damage buff to smart missiles. Because right now you are having smart missiles does not, or having the smart missile quantity gives you extra damage only if it can connect on the same enemy, and right now the game doesn't allow you to do that unless there's only one enemy type for which it does. It's when a saboteur plants itself at your wall, then suddenly all your inner landmines hit the saboteur. Other than that, even if the enemies are all clustered in a ball in your black hole, smart missiles do not all connect with that cluster of enemies, which is as dumb as it gets, in my opinion. Make smart missiles great again. Yeah. Triple the radius. Yeah. I don't know much about the pyrotechnic side of things, but it seems strange to me that a landmine can have a larger explosion radius than a missile explosion. Because like missiles are much bigger than landmines, aren't they? Now, I'm not talking about like those undersea landmines which can be huge or something, right? It's like if this was a battlefield, you know, and you had an explosion from an inner landmine, it's like or a landmine is just going to go poof, right? And then one person gets blown off. So it should be a small explosion, but a missile can kill like a whole bunch of people, so it should have a larger explosion radius. Imagine if smart missiles had the same explosion radius as in a landmine. That would be good. Inner landmine plus and chrono jump should be nerfed to increase slower the further the inner landmines are from the tower. What do you mean by that, Zevon? Like, what do you mean the inner landmine further away from the tower? These are sea mines anyway. Yeah, sea mines can be huge, right? We're getting drones in version 20, version 30. Yeah, okay, and you know, if we slow the game speed down, you can actually see the missile. The missile is smaller than my orb. What the hell kind of missile is this? Right? Look at the missile. The green streak is the rocket, or the propulsion from the missile. This small little knob at the top over here is the missile. This missile is smaller than an inner landmine. They look like them for sure. Sea mines. I hope we get a bracket swap soon so I can haunt Ryan and Zevon. Hey, Kristen, look at Zevon's inappropriate comment. 1 second. Kristen, you know what to do. You know what to do. Go. You can't do the bracket swap, so we can do the moderator swap. There, do you feel better now, Christian? 2067 now. I kiss my ring up and let you back in. Swear loyalty. Oh, okay, Dub is at 2982 now. Phoenix is still running. I think he maybe lowered his game speed a lot when he went out. Forgiveness is true strength. Oh, before I forget, we need to put 7 back in. Yep. as moderator. Oh wait, I need to put live chat. All messages available. Yeah. I think third or fourth place today. Yeah, it's not going to be first or second. Now, but I think with this 2800 should be doable with this setup. So I think the range was a bit too large before. We were not. So that's why I didn't use the space displacer. But I think the damage would be very helpful. Oh, right, 7. Speaking, how is your nose? Is it recovered? Are you feeling better now? Almost, I can breathe again, which is so nice. First time in 7 months. What are you talking about? If you haven't breathed in 7 months, you would be dead. Like, you mean you can... The airway in your nose is clear? You can breathe. Oh, no, nice, nice. You know, this reminds me of something. Before I started running regularly, I used to get stuffy nose in the morning. And ever since I started running, I think because I had to learn how to breathe through my nose when I'm running, especially in the mornings during winter when I go out, my nose starts licking immediately because it's pretty cold in the air, and you know, just woke up and stuff. So initially at the first few months where I was running, when I started running, I used to wake up with a leaky nose when I start running and so on. But nowadays, I think maybe my body has adapted to it or something. But I no longer get that leaky nose problem anymore, even when I'm outside in the cold. And my nasal passage has always been clear. The only time where it's not clear nowadays is when I am down with a flu. What I was saying about inner landmines is that it should work like damage per meter, but the closer mines get inner landmine charge quicker than the outer ones, making them more of a last defense. Oh, you mean like the ones right around our tower? Yeah, these mines to me honestly are useless. It's just with IOM Plus, if you're using it for damage, you want them to connect as quickly as possible as well. So honestly, the landmine charge buildup is good, right? So when they finally pop, they pop for a lot harder. But it's not like I actually need that, because in a land, I think what Chrono Jump does, it also has that smart missile amplification thing. So when an enemy is hit by inner landmine, the charge of that inner landmine is boosted by this lab times the number of hits, times the number of times the enemy has hit an inner landmine. So 50 seconds multiplied by the number of ILM hits that we get. Which means that it's actually got a 12.5x multiplier more than, no, actually way more than that, right? Because the ILM multiplier is one thing. 6.9 times 50. So that's like 300x per hit of inner landmines. Right? 3 to 400x damage boost from one inner landmine hit. And then the second one would be 2 times 300. So it's going to be like 600x. How is your butt strain? Oh, my butt strain, yeah, it's getting better, Rob. I went for a short run the other day, and it felt weak. My legs felt weak, but it doesn't hurt anymore. There's a bit of muscle soreness just because I have been, pretty much untrained for a while. But the pain is gone. Like it's a different type of pain. Muscle soreness pain versus like, I don't know if that's tendon or ligament or something. I would say though that being off running for so long, it was very difficult to keep my heart rate down when I was running the other day. So I had to slow down a lot. And even then my heart rate was climbing, but I think just once the mileage increases, all of this will just get back to usual. I lived and died by the inner landmine when boss poses a challenge. It's been a long time. Yeah, I was never at that stage, DB Cooper. I didn't have enough for the double inner landmine quantity substats. But yeah, I think that that used to be strong. Need to get some miles in to get my 3-hour marathon this year. Yeah, 3 hours is not happening this year, Rob. If I'm able to complete the marathon, I don't even know if I can do it. I would have to check with a doctor. But I think the doctor can only tell you gotta monitor by yourselves, right? So I'm just going to increase my mileage and see how I fare. My guess is that at my current state, I can probably manage about 50 kilometers a week without any sort of muscle, without any sort of like pain to the affected area once again. But in order for me to get to sub 3 hour, I'm going to have to bring that mileage up to something like 120 kilometers a week, or maybe even more. And it's going to take a long time to build from 50 to 120, especially since that affected area is still recovering at this stage. I don't understand what you're saying. Like, the closer mines get the inner landmine charge quicker than the other one. Yeah, so you're referring to this inner ring of inner landmines. They should get the IOM charge more than this entire ring over here, right? That is perfectly fine, but this inner ring over here, if you are using IOM plus with Space Displacer, it's not so much about this inner ring. Sure, it helps a little bit, right? But the main reason why you're using Space Displacer for IOM is not for that last defense aspect, it's for the damage. So it might help, but if you look at the damage profile of a boss towards the end of the run, inner landmine is probably at best like a few percent of the boss's health. Even if it gets a higher charge, at best it's going to make like a 0.1% difference in your damage throughput. Seems like a lot of work for the developers for very little in-game results. Have I done the tier 20 utility disc? So I have done it, but I haven't completed it. I think it's 4.2k maybe. Something like that. Can't remember the exact number. Yeah, okay, we are closing in on 2400. So 2400 was when I took damage previously. I think we are good. So far, 0 inner landmine damage, right? Yeah. Oh wait, I actually have inner landmine damage. Gotta pump those numbers up. You mean the coin per the coin multiplier? Yeah, I haven't done my dissonant runs for the whole month. I should probably start work on them. The defense dissonant runs, I should start doing them, especially now since I have the cells. I can probably just do the lower tier runs and maybe complete them in about 3 or 4 days. And then maybe attempt some of the higher tier dissonant runs once again. Get a bit more ultimate weapon damage, a bit more attack, a bit more coin. It wouldn't hurt. It is so boring to do the dissonant runs though. So boring. Essentially what I'm doing for them now is I start the run at 43.5 meters, turn off everything, and take out the range cut and do 30 meter depth wave. $600,000. Jesus. RNG in this game can be brutal. Millions of rerolls, no spotlight angle above epic. Ah, that's rough, Stevo. I'm not looking forward to rerolling my my modules again after this run. It's going to be annoying. What's your coin multiplier now, Zevin? I think your coin per hour is like catching up to mine, right? Almost at 100 or something already. Or was that Rob? Was it you, Rob? Did you mention that your coin per hour was around like around 8, was it 70, 80 per hour now? Both my dim core and multiverse lack spotlight angle. They have the other optimal stops though. I see. Yeah, it's rough, man. Spotlight angle is good. Zeno, good luck, man. Thank you very much. GCOM and Project. What's PCOM? Primordial Collapse, I guess? Yeah, GCOM Primordial Collapse. That's right. And good luck with your run as well. Zevins is 400, 496. Oh, that's about the same as me, I think. I'm at 480, 490. No, 470, 480 maybe. Hold up, no wonder Christian said my coin multiplier sucks. Looks like I gotta try harder. A bit of a bump from synchronicity, but was expecting more. Low to mid 90s, I see. So I think the synchronicity part, you know, coins will be coins, right? There's always that fluctuations, but it definitely helped me a lot with the cells. Tier 2165Q. Yeah, that's very good actually. Yeah, maybe that's why I haven't done my utility dissonance for a while. Maybe that's how I'm not able to get into like the 500-ish region. I think I should be able to make 500k on the coin multiplier. I would probably have to do like the attack dissonance and stuff to get more damage first, to just try to push the wave count out. Koso, how long have I been playing this game? Oh, I started on the 1st of December 2021. That's my game start date. But in between I took like 1.5 years off the game. Let my starting cash for utility dissonant. What level do I need it to be? I've got level 25. $50 is easy to get. Is it worth it? I guess so, right? We need the damage. Okay, okay, that makes sense. You've convinced me, Seven. Let's remove this. Let's put this in. Oh, I feel so tempted to click this button, but I need to save the gems. Yeah, I guess if I left in the starter cache until I got my defense dissonance done, that would probably give me at least like 30-40% more damage from project funding, maybe. I hope so. Right, thanks for joining the stream, Christian. See you soon. 25% more damage, okay. So many rubbish labs to do that we are not going to go box, huh? I'm glad we can let bygones be bygones. What a young account by Doug. Yeah, it's been a... You know, Doug has an older account than I do. Oh, I took a hit there. I took 2 hits there. Not sure from what though. Probably ranged enemy. So that reminds me, I forgot to increase my shockwave size for this run. I think 2.8. Yeah, 2.8 for now. Doug, this is 98 meters. Now there is a lot going on the screen at the moment. It's a little bit difficult to see what's going on. Let's toggle off the death wave and the black hole. I think the bounce shots with the knockback force would be really good. I don't have knockback force on at the moment. But if I did, the knockback force would just push all of those range ultimates out a lot. And hopefully when they come in, they're going to keep getting stunned by Poison Swamp over and over again. I think it maxes somewhere around 800 for starting cash. Oh right, I was wondering why there looks to be so many explosions on my screen today. I forgot that I'm using Gcomp. So we get a lot more smart missiles firing off. Okay, that was a protector ultimate, which made me lose my shield. Now there is a overcharge here. Okay, we got rid of it. There's another overcharge here. Can we kill it? Alright, we killed it. Nice. Surprisingly, I'm not taking one-shot damage at this stage. I guess because of the primordial collapse. Zeno, it's about the same at this stage, I think. Maybe Smart Missile's doing better. Oh yeah, so it's very similar to Chain Lightning, the damage profile. I have starting cash at 35 and it will get to 50 for when I next do the utility runs. But it gives me something like 280 starting cash. And it's plus 5 a level. It's not very significant, but I think given how we don't have any cash at all, it's going to be like 3 point something X damage, right? Oh, I just lost my second wind. The ranged enemies are a real pain in the ass. I'm not looking forward to running this tournament. Well, if it's hard for everyone, you know, we are all going to do badly anyway. Funny enough, I don't seem to be using my inner landmines, or my inner landmines don't seem to be doing much explosions at all. You think maxing out Shockwave would be better? And let's try that, 7. Sure. Defense percent, I'm not sure, Zeno. It's like 80 something percent. Doesn't matter. 77. Baited me into testing it. Oh man. Yeah, it doesn't do anything because once the ranged enemy gets clogged up in the protector, it just creates a problem, right? In fact, it's going to be worse for overcharge. Perhaps it might be better to even put orbs all the way out. If I put the orbs outside, we could trim out a lot more enemy types. So if I did something like this, maybe this way, no, this way and this way. The problem with this is that once an overcharge comes in, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Thanks for joining, Casey. See you soon. Smart missiles will just fire all over the place, 7. It wouldn't target the overcharge. But we shall see. If Greeny was still here, it would be good. We can ask him for the fleet spawns. Oh, but we still took a hit there. So you see, it doesn't really make any difference. Maybe if I had the range enemy range lab, like where midpoint of my inner mines are, it would be good. Maybe this is still a bit too far out. No, maybe if I took out my range card. I would say though that Chain Lightning Plus is probably good for ranged enemies today because it's going to take out 60% of their range, of the ranged enemy's health. Oh, you're on the list now. What a tryhard, Zevin. Maybe Greenie doesn't want to share the list with you guys, haha. Let's actually see the tournament performance on the website at the moment. So Ron is so far the top at 3.2. Geto got 2.9, 2972. So yeah, I should expect like 2800. That would be nice if I can get to 28 something. I think it would be a fair performance for me. Previous run was 2612. Oh no, there's going to be all the buffed ranged enemies. That's rough. I think this would be a good time to... Oh, actually that was fine. I didn't need to use nuke there. Cooper, yeah, my last run 2612 waves. Okay, we got rid of that overcharge. Oh, I just lost my nuke somehow. Didn't even see what happened there. You believe in my tower, Steve? It's rough. It's rough. Protector and range ultimate, I have no idea how to deal with it yet. It seems like inner landmines is completely useless at this setup. For this setup at least. Doesn't seem like I'm getting any explosions. Yeah, it's too much range for inner landmines. Because the range are chain stun when the swamp is covering the area with the shockwave size. Range enemy range, I think level 15. Honestly, at this kind of wave count, I might even be able to just get away with like 60-meter range or something. Maybe not 60, maybe even like 43.5 or something. Just try to nuke shit down with the inner landmines if I wanted to use it. But no, honestly, inner landmines isn't doing much. You're working on maxing it precisely for this situation. Yeah, it's a good one to have, obviously. Any sort of defensives that we can get is going to be very useful. I think this is where I'm dead. Yeah. That's where we did. That's where we died. Killed by range. Okay, so let's look at the damage breakdown. Smart missiles did more than chain lightning over there. Inner landmines, yeah, as we saw, it's very bad damage for this setup. Yeah, alright. Awesome. So 20, I think it's fine, right? We should be third place. Yeah, I see a lot of people with similar who I recognize their names. They're around my wave count at the moment on the website, so we should be alright. We should be alright. Even ranged health, any sort of damage would help as well, obviously. Alright, time to reroll out all of this rubbish once again. What were the substats that I needed? I think it was the GT bonus, GT duration, and the double death wave. Let me just double check the picture I took earlier. Yep, double GT, double death wave. This is rough, man. This tournament is rough. I was expecting like 2800. Oh, nice. GT durations here. I think 50-meter range with space displacer, no AoE cut, swarm substats, and high shockwave. It could work, yeah. Until a protector comes in. What wave count did I get to again? Like 20, just under 2700, I think. Yeah, it's good enough. I think the AoE card would be useful, Seven, just for the damage. I tried using a low range before. I died at like 2400. Like a couple of tournaments ago, we had fast and protector ultimate as well. I think if you had Chain Lightning Plus and a pretty developed Poison Swamp, it would be really good for these battle conditions. So Chain Lightning Plus is removing 60%. No, wait, actually maybe the armor battle condition lab would help a lot as well if you are using a Chain Lightning Plus build. It's always GT bonus that takes a very long time to come, huh? Honestly, right, Seven, I think the play would have been use Harmony Conductor instead of Primordial Collapse. Because you're going to be taking RNG hits from the range anyway. Right, and they're going to be one-tapping your wall, even with the damage reduction from Primordial Collapse. So if you're going for smaller range, just take the risk. Use the Harmony Conductor. 30% miss chance with Landmine Stun Mastery. It's about 50% miss chance. I think it would help out a lot more. That looks like your spotlight angle substats, yeah. So what were we at? We were at 205 million reroll dice or something? So it's 15 million rerolls for one tournament. And counting, we still have to roll our Dimension Core back. There we go. New. What did I change? Black hole cooldown. What was it previously? I don't even remember. You know what? I'll do this later. I think it's time to wrap up the stream. My head is hurting now. All right. Anyway, well, thank you all for tuning into the stream, and all the best with your tournaments with these terrible battle conditions. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.